outside, exploring around. My dogs had the opportunity to help us decorate last night. There's nothing like little tiny dogs vaulting themselves off of the chancel to help you decorate. It was really awesome. This month, we are contemplating courage. The first thing that came to my mind regarding courage and this particular service was love, the courage to love. Needing courage to love, this is probably true for many of us in many types of relationships. The possibility of not being loved back, the end of relationships, the bearing of one's innermost soul to another, the courage it takes to do the work of relationships. Courage shows up in other places too. New worship associates. It might be a young man speaking his truth in front of a whole congregation. It might look like finding your comfort level to teach sex education. Or it might look like continuing to stand up and speak out for your beliefs about not eating animals and creating a sustainable green living environment for everyone. It might even look like coming to a pet blessing service 6 years ago and deciding to give this community church thing a go and see how it goes. But back to what I was saying about courage to love and this particular service. In my experience, it takes a tremendous amount of courage to love an animal, especially a pet, because you know that inevitably they're going to break your heart when they are no longer with you. And there's not much that you can do about it. You go in knowing that unless there's some sort of unfortunate circumstance, you are going to outlive your little loved one. And what's more is that for many of us, we do this to ourselves over and over again in our lifetimes. So what is that about? I believe that it's about the courage to love. To love right here, right now. And truly, if you've ever had a little loved one in your life, you know all the ways our little loved ones make it very easy to love them. Come, let us worship together.
Good morning. And salam alaikum, peace to you, and namaste. The light within me honors the light within you. It seems that someone has lowered our pulpit. Oh, there we go. I think we're going to have to find a middle ground here, Cassie. Welcome to this special multi-generational service honoring St. Francis Day and all of our beloved animal companions. We extend a special welcome to those animal friends that are joining us in our service or online or in our hearts and memories this morning. I'm joined this morning by our beloved music director, Sonder Choi, our talented worship associate, Cassie Winters, our extraordinary Ryan Humphrey on the piano, as well as our many church musicians and vocalists, and especially our section leaders, Chloe Vaught, Javon Haskin, Keon Haydari, and David Eric Peterson, as well as our Ministry of Technology, with a great special thanks to Mia and Aubrey and Liz and Pam. It looks like Amy's back there too, and anyone else I'm forgetting. Thank you all for what you do behind the scenes to support our public ministry. Now, if this is your first time joining us, or if you are still new to our congregation, we also bid you a special welcome and hope you'll take some time to check out our amazing new website. There's great resources and information there, as well as on our online news magazine, which is now on the website, and take an opportunity to meet with folks after the service at our visitor table in the courtyard outside. We open this morning's service with the lighting of our flaming chalice and these beautiful words, "The Calling of the Creatures" by Ian Rindell. Come hoof and trunk and tail and horn, and paw and wing and claw. Come bird and reptile, mammal born, all full of nature's law. Bring bark and crow and ribbit too, and silent stare and hiss. Bring purr and trill and warble too, and voice no ear can miss. We gather here each life and all, to celebrate and sing, to honor creature large and small. 'Tis holiness we bring.
Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Have to have a habitat to carry on. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Have to have a habitat to carry on. The ocean is a habitat, a very special habitat. It's where the biggest habitat, it's where the deepest habitat, it's where our future habitat, it keeps the oxygen habitat. The ocean is a habitat that we depend on.
The forest is a habitat, a very special habitat. It's where the tallest trees are at. It's where a bear can scratch its back. It keeps the ground from rolling back, renews the oxygen. In fact, the forest is a habitat that we depend on.
Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Have to have a habitat to carry on.
The river is a habitat, a very special habitat. It's where the freshest water's at for people, fish, and muskrat. But when the people dump their trash, the river takes the biggest rap. The river is a habitat that we depend on.
People are different and foxes and rabbits. They affect the habitat. With the red habits, it's better off to love it while we still have it. Oh, habitat, our habitat's gone. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have a habitat. Habitat, habitat, have to have
fun. Thanks. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Community Church of Santa Monica. I am Cassie Winters. I am your worship associate for the morning. We are delighted to have all of you present here with us, especially our four-legged creatures, fuzzy, furry, leaving all fun stuff behind. We call it dog litter. It's awesome. Okay. Wherever you are, welcome. If you're here in the sanctuary, in our online sanctuary, from communities across the LA Basin, and from around the United States and beyond, we are glad that you're here. If you're new to our community, you may find many ways to learn more about us. From our website, you can become involved in all sorts of different fun things. Please know that while we navigate our new normal, we are gathering safely and slightly differently also, still holding many meetings and small group gatherings online. We offer Hi, that's my baby. We offer many programs to serve the needs of our congregation and to be of service to the larger world, including broad religious exploration and personal development for people of all ages. We join with other social justice advocates to work for justice and harmony of our world. Unitarian Universalism is not defined by creed or dogma, but is guided by principles that affirm the worth and dignity of every person. They also encourage an individual search for truth and meaning. We honor the wonder in existence, the wonder of existence, and believe that we are all connected to each other and to the interdependent web of life. Our beliefs are drawn from scripture and science, nature and philosophy, personal experience, and ancient tradition. We are an open, affirming, and welcoming congregation of even the four-legged, barky, growly types, Cooper, diverse in backgrounds, identities, spiritualities, and philosophies of life. We are united in our desire to create an inclusive, beloved community, to live the principles of our faith, and to serve the wider world. Whatever your beliefs and faith tradition, we invite you to help us create a community where, in our diversity, we make covenant in love and justice. May you find comfort, camaraderie, and inspiration here. As we gather in this space and in our virtual spaces, we recognize that we are all connected to one another through the winds that give air to all beings, through the waters that move deep into the earth and up into the sky. We acknowledge that the ground beneath our feet is always and has always been the home of indigenous peoples, many of whom have been forcibly removed from their lands. We have a few announcements. As many of you know, we're having a little construction going on the side over here. And during that time, the restrooms upstairs and in that area over there are blocked. So you may use the restroom back here, or there's 3 over there in the cottage. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding about that. I know that we've announced that Charles is getting married. But he wanted me to make sure you all knew that you're invited to his wedding here on October 15th. So please come and help celebrate Charles and Karen's wedding. It's going to be a fabulous time. Our Facilitator Training is happening. Our Whole Lives, otherwise known as OWL, that's the sexual education part I was talking about earlier, is hosting teacher training for grades 7 through 9 and 10 through 12 right now here at UUSM, which is awesome because usually you have to fly somewhere to go to the training. Yeah. We need more people trained up so that we can offer this life-saving and enriching class to our kids and our community kids beyond our walls. If you are interested in becoming an OWL teacher, please contact Youth RE or RSVP on the new website. There's a little link on there. The Women's Plus community group is hosting a First Friday game and dinner night for parents with kids. Yay! I know, right? It's coming up this Friday. And so it's really awesome. If you're a parent who has some kids and you would like some time to relax and chat with other parents, this is an opportunity for you to come. We'll provide dinner for you. We're going to entertain your kids with some games. So it's just an opportunity for us to have some social time together. We really encourage you to invite other parents that have kids too, or friends of your kids' parents, whatever. Just bring them along. It'd be great times. And lastly, today after the service, I think it's Allison probably, is going to be doing a green living tour of our water conserving features of our church campus, which is super important because, we're running out of water. Which will include permeable pavers, stormwater detention cisterns, rain barrels, drought-tolerant plants, drip irrigation with smart controllers. Meet right after the service under the trees next to the sanctuary doors. Please refer to our website and our newsletter for more details. That's you guys.
Please rise in body or in spirit for our opening hymn. We are only singing, this is number 203. We are only singing verses 1, 2, 3, and 5. So we're skipping 4.
You could please stay standing for the covenant. Speaking of covenants, it's a promise to work together on something, and I just want to thank you for your patience. I know that we're working with our slides, and I have to say that our slide presentation later some of the vertical slides are horizontal. And I know that you guys are going to be completely understanding. All right, here we go. Is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to serve humankind in fellowship. Thus do we covenant with each other. El amor es la enseñanza de esta iglesia. Buscar la verdad es su sacramento y el servicio es la oración. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar el conocimiento en la libertad, servir a la humanidad en comunión, así es como convenimos unos a otros. Nico up to the stage.
Yes, yes.
This is for you. Up to the chancel. My religious self is lacking, apparently. So Nico and I became friends. Gosh, you were like this tall. I think. I don't know how old you were, but you were about that tall. So before yesterday. And Nico and I bonded over dogs, right? Because he loves dogs, and clearly I love dogs. I mean, got so many of them. And but today I want to talk to him about something else that he's super awesome with. And that is riding horses. How long have you been riding horses?
Like 3 years.
3 years? Did you start off like riding under the horse or no?
Before I would like go do trail rides at different places,
Trail riding.
and then I really started getting into it.
I wonder if we could put up that first photo. From what I understand, you do a special kind of horseback riding. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the place where I ride, they do lots of therapeutic horseback riding. So
Therapeutic horseback riding. That's it?
oh, crap.
I know I keep interrupting you. It's okay. Would you be willing to tell us a little bit more about the therapeutic horseback riding and what it does for you?
So therapeutic horseback riding is, it's really important for really anybody, but your mental and physical health. Not just riding a horse, but like being around a horse can completely change everything. Just helping the horse, brushing the horse.
Like change everything how? Like if you're having a bad day, what happens?
Yeah, it just changes your mood
Changes your
completely.
mood. Okay. So one of the things that you do with your therapeutic horseback riding is grooming the horses too. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so you want to okay.
Yeah, get into it. Show
Okay.
us.
Demonstrate?
Sure, demonstrate.
Oh, my face, Jesus.
Ah, yeah. This is one of your horses.
Pib. What do we plan?
So about grooming, what do you do when you groom a horse?
So there are a few different kinds of brushes. There is a curry comb. There is, there's this other brush which is like rough, and it's, for, never mind.
What about their hooves? Do you have to do something about their hooves too?
I remember, sorry. So there's a hoof pick, and the hoof pick has a little, not sharp, but a little metal piece, and a little brush. So you grab the horses like this, grab the hoof pick, and like scoop out all the dirt and grass and stuff.
Because that part in the middle is really sensitive,
the frog.
right?
The frog is a little triangle right in the middle, and that's like if you touch that, they're gonna freak out because it's like.
So if they got a rock in there.
If they got a rock, yeah, that would hurt. That would bother them.
So you're there to help them take the little rocks out of their
So
hooves.
yeah.
Cool. Do you have to ever wash them?
Wash them. The hooves, yeah.
I mean, the
no,
whole
I mean,
horse.
No, oh, the whole. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the
the whole
horse.
horse.
Yeah. It kind of depends when if you see it's dirty or if you got little stuff in him or her or the horse.
I was thinking a lot about the grooming part because you're not just going there and riding the horses, and I was thinking about how you're going there as a therapeutic sort of thing, and one of the things that I've noticed with kids sometimes is they tend to focus a lot on themselves, like everything is about themselves. And so what did you find by having to actually pay attention to the horse and how it works for you?
For me, it kind of draws my attention. To the horse rather than me. So you focus on the horse and not always you.
Does that help you figure out how to do that with people sometimes too?
I guess so. I guess. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've been seeing some pictures of you on social media that your parents put up. Can you tell us a little bit more about these pictures? What is this?
So this is that was my first ribbon I got, which was over there. For I won at a show at a I competed. That's
What were you doing in this show?
This one was equitation, so it's like control of the horse.
Control of the horse. Do you jump over rivers and walk through lakes and things like that?
No, this is sort of they ask you kind of to do something, and if you can do it, good. If you're able to do that command well, then
And then you win a ribbon like that. Cool. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about therapeutic horseback riding? Or what's the most important thing that we need to know about it?
To know about it, in what sense?
What would you like these people to know about therapeutic horseback riding?
Okay. Well, it's really important. Really, I think especially when you're not when you're a kid. That doesn't make sense. God, did we rehearse this?
We did.
No, not this
It's all
part.
good. It's all good. You're doing great. Is there, yeah, she thinks you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mostly that it's really good for your
Mental, physical health.
mental health. All right. Thank you so much. But like I was saying earlier, it takes a lot of courage to come up here and speak in front of a whole bunch of people and adults and, pets. That could be really embarrassing. So thank you so much for doing that, Nico.
Hello. Let's sing our song of blessing, which is number 73 in your gray hymnal. This is Chant for the Seasons, and we're singing the first line, the one that's labeled Autumn.
Summertime has turned the starry autumn is upon us. Summertime has turned the starry autumn is upon us. Sweet the angling sun, sweet upon the air, the smell of blue mist rising. Summertime has turned the starry autumn is upon us.
Breathing with intention together, we begin to center ourselves. We enter into our time for mindfulness, prayer, and silent meditation. Allow each breath to be an expansion of your being that calls greater serenity and love to you. Imagine yourself and the space around you filling with an open spaciousness in which each inhalation and each exhalation is infusing this space with feelings of calm and loving kindness. Feel this within your body and all around you. Breathe and dwell in this space of centeredness, in the stillness of spirit, allowing your heart to be open, fresh, overflowing with the energies of life. Know that this awareness is available to you whenever you need it. You just have to slow down and return to your breath and the power of your being alive. Now let us hold in our hearts and in the light of our beloved community, our siblings in Florida, recovering from yet another deadly hurricane, as we also continue to hold our siblings in Ukraine and those now being unwillingly drafted for war in Russia, and the women and people of all genders overthrowing gender-based oppression and fighting for their dignity and freedom in Iran. May all be safe. May all be well. May all find peace. Our mindfulness prayer this morning is St. Francis Day by Thomas Rhodes. Please join me in the spirit of reflection, prayer, and meditation. O you birds of the air, hawk, sparrow, and laughing jay, you embody freedom itself. Delight us with your song, astound us with feats of migration. Grant us your perspective, for too often our horizon is limited, and we are ignorant of the full results of our actions. You worms of the earth, ants, beetles, spiders, and centipedes, you are the essential but oft-forgotten strand in nature's web. Through you, the cycle is complete. Through you, new life arises from old. Remind us of our humility, for the wheel of life does not turn around us. We are not the axle, but merely spokes. No less than unseen, unknown, and shunned companions such as yourselves. You creatures of the field and wood and field, marsh and desert, bear and bison, skunk and squirrel, weasel and wolf. Too often we have sacrificed your homes in the name of progress, clear-cutting the forest to fill our desire, or covering the earth with tarmac, cement, and suburban lawns. Pray that we may remember that the earth was not given for our needs alone, and what we do to you, we eventually do to ourselves. You animals of the farm, horse and cow, pig and fowl, willingly or not, you give your very lives for us. Milk for nourishment, flesh for sustenance. Yet too often we forget that the meat on our tables was once as alive as we are. Forgive us our willful ignorance, and remind us constantly to give thanks for sacrifice. You dearest companions in our lives, dogs and cats, hamsters and goldfish, you who are with us today, and you who will always be present in our memories. You have enriched our lives in so many ways, endured our shortcomings with calm acceptance, and taught us something of our humanity, taught us how to love. May we hold you in our hearts throughout the days of our lives. Amen. If you've brought a picture of an animal companion because they couldn't be here with you today, you're invited to bring that picture up and place it on our table, and you'll have another opportunity later as well during this time for our silent meditation. So I will ring our singing bowl to begin and conclude our time for holding silence and stillness together. We join with congregations all around the globe who are today celebrating that interdependent web of all existence, and especially our animal companions and friends, and the important life and witness of that great Saint Francis of Assisi. Our Unitarian Universalist tradition has roots in ancient Jewish and Christian traditions, which recognize that our furry, fuzzy, scaled, and feathered friends were sacred creations themselves, worthy of our love, protection, and respect. Our seventh principle as Unitarian Universalist calls us to affirm and promote respect for that interdependent web of all existence, of which we are but a part. And the third and sixth sources of our liberal faith acknowledge that in the modern day, our practices have been influenced not only by Judaism and Christianity, but also by the wisdom of world religions, like teachings of nonviolence and compassion towards the animal world, and spiritual teachings of earth-centered traditions which celebrate this sacred circle of life and instruct us in how to live in harmony with the rhythms and the ways of nature. We know that this ancient wisdom and these ancient ways of our indigenous and earth-based siblings are of supreme importance in this precarious time on our planet. The world is making it difficult for us to really appreciate the relationships that we have with non-human animals, remembering that we too are animals after all, in our personal lives, and also the roles that they play in maintaining the delicate balance of life that we human beings seem to be so good at disrupting. We are alive in the midst of the 6th great extinction event on our planet. And this one is caused not by an asteroid from outer space, but by human pollution and environmental disregard, and our species straying from the sacred hoop of life. We live in a fragile biome sustained by a delicate balance that is threatened by our assumptions, our worldviews, and our ways of life. It's in this time and before this crisis that we can invoke the queer spirit of Francis of Assisi, the beloved friar who is the patron saint of animals and the environment. He's also the namesake of Pope Francis, the leader of the largest church in the world, the big church from which our little church evolved centuries ago. So other spiritual movements are waking up and reclaiming their spiritual legacies of caring for the environment and all of her creatures as a spiritual and moral priority in this period. We have one planet that we can all continue to call home if we make some big changes in how we relate to all of the other beings that are also the children of the earth. Today we will bless our non-human animal companions and all of the pawed, hooved, winged, and finned creatures of this planet. What does it mean, though, to offer a blessing to another? Each Sunday in our benediction, our concluding blessing to end our services, I share ancient words that bless us and encourage us to be blessings to others. But what exactly does that mean? Is that a magical power we human beings possess? Do you have to be an ordained minister with the fancy robes and vestments, or can anyone offer such a blessing? I think it's important that we get a good idea of what it means to bless, to make sure that we know what we are doing when we bless our dear companions and any special items of security or comfort that may have been brought this morning. The root of the word blessing, it means to consecrate or to mark, to set something apart from everything else as particularly special. In the life of every person in this room and those joining us online are blessings because they are each special and loved for who they are. Each person is different from all other people, so we are each set apart, and yet we are all together, and we are blessings. So you and you and you and you too are all blessings. We all are. When we bless someone or something in a religious sense, it means we remember their specialness and we wish them happiness, protection, and well-being, and we thank them for being a part of our lives. Today we will mark each of our beloved animal companions or our special items with water that we created together at our water communion service earlier in this church year. This is special water that carries all of the memories and hopes from all of the years that have gone before us up until this very year. So we set this water aside and use it on occasions when we want to remember all of that goodness and all of those blessings present already. So you have the power to bless, and you can do it with your heart when you wish happiness, protection, and well-being to another, or want to express thankfulness and appreciation for something that's special to you. So we may begin with offering this to our animal companions and the items that we have brought to this morning, but we should continue to offer these blessings to all of our family and to our friends. This year we are gathering for St. Francis Day at a special time as well. It's in the midst of the Jewish Days of Awe, which began with Rosh Hashanah last Sunday and will conclude with Yom Kippur this coming Wednesday. And also we gather at the beginning of the autumn, in the month of October, when the seasons shift, that star wheel turns, and we remember our ancestors in the season of death. So our hearts and minds should be turned to the ways we can atone and restore good relationships, not only with our human relations, but with all of those beings in this great web of life, and with that mighty cloud of witnesses that preceded us and surrounds us. As we celebrate and bless our companions and special items today, let us also honor this sacred time so that we may all celebrate a sweet new year and a restorative Yom Kippur. Let us begin our time for blessing our animal companions. If you've brought your friend or a special support item with you today, I am going to move through the congregation, offering a blessing with the sacred water from our water communion ceremony. If you've brought a picture to add to our table in the front, which is what I had to do because my dear Shira Bagheera, if I tried to take her out of the house, we would have to have an animal exorcism. And we're not prepared for that today. So if you've brought a picture, as I did, you're welcome to bring it to the front of the sanctuary, or if you would like to light a memorial candle during this time to remember a dear non-human animal friend who has crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Please come forward and light your candles, or raise your hand if you have an animal friend with you to bless. Testing. Okay, there we go. And what is this friend's name? This is Fluffy. And what is their name? Good morning. Cooper? We bless Cooper this morning and all those who care and love you, that they may all be held in the hand of creation. And who is this? What's the name of your special stuffed animal? What is it? Kitty Anks? Okay. Well, we bless Kitty and all those that love Kitty, that they may be held in the hand of creation. And who is this? Naomi. Hi, Naomi. We bless Naomi with the sacred water of our community and all those that love her, that they may all be held in the hand of creation. Hello.
It's her first blessing, Sister Monica Joan, and this is Olivia.
Smidge and Olivia, we bless you with the sacred water of our community and all those who love you, that you may all be held in the gentle hand of creation.
This is for Chuck and Milo and Toby and Ginger.
Can't really get up right now.
Oh, you're not allowed to bring wolves to church. Who's this?
This is Lola, and she's my first daughter. She's 13 years old, and this is probably her last blessing.
Did you say her name again? Lola. Lola, we bless you with this water of our sacred community, and all those who love you, that you may all be held in the gentle hand of creation.
This is Jack. He's a community dog here, loved by lots and lots of people.
Jack, we offer you this blessing with the sacred water of our community. May you be blessed and all those who love you, and may you all be held in the gentle hand of creation.
So we have some comfort objects here to be blessed. Comfort objects to be blessed from Ian and his nieces, Riley, Logan, and Audrey. And also Dotson is on a picture here.
We bless these furry friends with this sacred water of our community, and all those who love them, that they may be held in the gentle hand of creation.
This is Max. He cohabitates with Lola.
Hi, Max. Max? There you go. We bless you with the sacred water of our community and all those who love you, that you may all be held in the sacred hand of creation.
Scooter. Scooter.
There we go. This is Stella Luna.
Stella Luna, we bless you with the sacred water of our community and all those who love you, that you may be held in the gentle hand of creation.
I know this candle's from a pup that used to come visit us.
This is Grumps. Grumps.
Grumps, we bless you with that you may be held in the hand of creation.
My 2 cats of 20 years.
Is there anyone else for a blessing?
This is for Sophie and for Kat. blown out many of our lovely memorial candles.
Sandra reminded me. We forgot somebody.
We call that the Spirit sealing them.
Jeremiah, we forgot somebody.
Oh no, we forgot Yui. Thank you for that important
That
reminder.
most important, Roy.
And we offer you this blessing that all those who may love you may also be blessed and held in the hand of creation. We conclude our blessing with this litany. We bless these animals we love by the Reverend Christine Robinson. Cassie and I will offer words, and then after our offerings of words, we ask that you seal them with these words. We offer our blessing. Surrounded by the animals and special items we love, we remember with gratitude the pets, protectors, support items, and animal companions who have blessed our lives.
We give thanks for our childhood pets who taught us how to love and to cry. We give thanks for our children's pets who help to teach them responsibility and relationship. And we give thanks for the pets who brighten our days and comfort our nights.
We offer our blessing. Surrounded by beloved pets, we remember that many animals suffer.
We remember that some animals are hunted or deserted or tortured or hungry. We remember that nature can be cruel and people can be mean. We remember and we want to help.
We offer our blessing. Surrounded by the animals we love, we know that many animals contribute to our lives.
We give thanks for all those animals who help us, worker animals who guard us and find our lost and guide those who are blind, and animals who provide us food and clothing, who tote our burdens and entertain us with their antics, and for animals who give their lives to help us learn.
We offer our blessing. Spirit of life, help us to remember that we live and work and love among the animals. Help us to be their friends, to love them and care for them and protect them from harm, to thank them when we use their lives for ours. Especially this morning, Spirit of life, bless these animals who have been the companions of our lives. Hear our outpouring of love and gratitude for them, and help us to translate that into love and gratitude for all creatures. And all together, we offer our blessing. Thank you.
As I said, we're having a little difficulty with our slide presentation. Offertory. Here we go. Our practice is to dedicate half of our non-pledge Sunday offering to organizations doing the work in the world that advance our Unitarian Universalist principles, and the other half is used to support the life of the church. This month, half of our Sunday offering will go to Clergy and Laity United for economic justice, and the other half will be used to support the life of the church, as I said before, because I did not edit properly. CLUE is a powerful coalition of diverse congregations with progressive agenda around workers' rights and issues of economic justice. Clergy and lay people involved in this work occupy a very specific place within the larger social justice landscape, calling on religious communities, humanity in all walks of life, inspiration and support, and counter messaging. Regarding the Spirit Level Foundation matching grant for our side project over here, thanks to a very generous donation of $35,000 from one member, we have been able to raise a total of $38,511 towards the grant for the Arizona lobby. We still need $11,489 of the $50,000 match to get the other half. We would like to encourage our members and our friends to help us reach the goal of 50,000. Contributions of any amount will help. Our ushers will now collect the offering in the sanctuary. You may also donate by text, online, or with our website or a check. To donate by text, call 844-982, don't call it, text it, 0209 with the amount. Have you ever called like a landline or texted a landline? They're like, this is not a thing. For the donation. For example, text $10 to GCC for generous congregation contribution, or SLF for the Spirit Level Foundation. For text donations, a one-time only credit card registration is required. Thank you so much for all that you give, monetarily, and especially for those of you who give of yourselves to build this community. The offering will now be graciously accepted. Thank you.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. Night is mortal, and o'er I dare frame thy fearful signal tree. Tiger, 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 tiger.
Please rise in body or in spirit for a closing hymn.
We have some treats for our furry friends outside if they are interested. So I would encourage you to indulge if they're allowed. And I would like to offer you our traditional blessing that may you go in the spirit of peace. May you hold fast to that which is good. May you return to no person evil for evil, but may you strengthen the faint of heart, support the weak, help the afflicted, honor all beings. May you go forth into this day and be blessed, and may you be a blessing. Amen.